identifying integrated circuit device, or chip transponder, encased in silicate glass, and implanted in the body of a human beings or other animals. What if you could open your front door, or unlock your car just by raising your hand? What about sending your LinkedIn profile, or transferring pictures to a phone, just by holding it? And what about turning on a coffee machine, by pointing to it? This is not the future anymore. With little chips, under your skin, all these and many more can be done. But how about someone forcing a chip into your body without your consent? In the video you're about to watch, the man reported being implanted with a chip by 7 American police officers for violating immigration laws. Is this legal and right to do, even though he committed a crime? If you are new here, please do not forget to subscribe, share and like this video.
This video because of a microchip that was forcefully implanted in me by 8 white U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement, ICE. Let me start by saying that I admit the fact that I overstayed in America. I traveled in April 1997 and became a permanent resident in 2008. Though I went in with a visiting visa, but I got my green card in 2008 February. In between, I used a friend's passport to travel to Nigeria in 2001 because my parents were critically ill, which I know that was wrong. But on getting back, I was not arrested. In 2009 February, I traveled to Nigeria, and on getting back at the BWI, I was arrested by Officer Derek Dawood, and he questioned me about a passport that belongs to Emmanuel Adegoke. I said I wanted to speak with my lawyer. I wasn't going to lie, but at least let me follow the law. I didn't want to make any incriminating statement, but he refused, and he kept me in a very cold room for 9 hours, from 1 p.m. to about 10 p.m. in the evening. As soon as I made the statement at about 10 p.m., he took me straight to DC jail. I was there for 4 months, and my family and friends got me a lawyer, and the lawyer checked my record. He said, "Jacob, you never had any criminal record in America. The judge might be lenient on you because you already made an incriminating statement." So I said, "That's okay." So, and the judge gave me 6 months for the offense, and she credited me, the judge by name Justice Ellen Hovell, and she credited me for the 4 months that I spent. She said, "Jacob, in 13 years, never had any criminal record. That they want people like me in US." Anyway, instead of releasing me on August 5th, 2009, ICE released me on August 11th, 5 days after, which is against the law. 5 days after. And when I was released, I came back from North Carolina to Washington, D.C. and to Maryland on the 12th of August. So I was in my house. On August 17th, Officer Derek Dawood called me again and said, "Jacob, come and pick up your green card and your passport. Don't forget, I'm already a permanent resident." So I got there on August the 19th, as scheduled. Though my lawyer was supposed to meet me at the same time, they gave us 1 o'clock appointment. But I got there before him, and he said I should enter. As soon as I entered, I was arrested and handcuffed. I was like, "This Jacob." He said, "Yeah, you're under arrest." I said, "What have I done?" He said, "I have to see the judge." I said, "Again? I've already served my term." So then they took me to the back of their counter, and about a few minutes after I saw my lawyer coming, I said, Mr. Johnson, come on. I was beckoning on him to come and bail me out. And he said he would see me in detention. And so he left, white to white. And I was worried. What's going on? Then I looked at the officer, I asked him, I said, "What's going to happen?" He said, "I have to see the judge again." He said, "How long?" He said, "Within the next 2-3 days." I spent 1.5 years this time. And the 4th month that I was there, one officer by name William T. Malone came and he said, "Jacob, you can be released." I said, "Officer, what am I doing here?" He said, "No, it was a mistake. They made a mistake to have released me earlier, but he can release me, but it's going to cost me money." I said, "Okay." Meanwhile, I already got another lawyer. They got me another lawyer from whom this time a Nigerian, a Yoruba lady by name Nife Akimbade. And the lady, I told her what happened, what the officer said. And she called the immigration head office. And they came to interrogate me. And they did all their investigation. So the officer was fired. As soon as the officer was fired, that was the beginning of my torture in America. So they started moving me from one detention to the other. And then on December 3rd, 2010, at Frederick Detention Center, I went for a Bible study. On coming back, I just felt something strange in my umbilical cord. And the two other inmates that were with me, I showed them. They said, "Oh, Jacob, this is strange. Let's go and see the officers on duty." We got there, and the officers told them to step back. As soon as we were at the corridor, they just crushed me to the floor. So two officers I saw 6 other officers join them, and they pulled out my pants, and they inserted something in my anus. I started shouting, but no one could help. Then they moved me to the suicide watch. They lied that I wanted to kill myself. And then from there to one doctor, Andrew, and then he was asking me why 2+2. I answered him. From there, I was moved to California. They told me, "Oh, Jacob, pack your stuff, you are going." I thought I was going back. I was coming back to Nigeria. They moved me from Maryland to San Diego in California. I was wondering what's going on. And then this time around, when I got there, I saw the point of registering, and then I saw this guy, a black American, and I told him about my ordeal. I said, "Oh shit, that's a microchip." That was when I knew that it was microchip they inserted in my body. I said that thing is just moving all around my body, and then they kept me among the mentally retarded in San Diego. They moved me away from my family, friends, and the Nigerian embassy. And then they moved me from that place to API, the private hospital, API Behavioral Center in San Diego. And I saw the doctor there, Dr. Ishmael Ishak. I said, "Doctor, I don't want any treatment. I'm not a psychiatric patient. I want to go back to my country." He said, "I'll take care of me." The following day, he sent his guys. I was handcuffed, my hands and my legs, and they gave me 8 injections for 4 days, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening for 4 days. On the 5th day, the doctor came, and I said, "Oh, doctor, why would you force your guys on me?" Oh, I was talking on the top of my voice, and he had his entourage with him. I said, look, why would you force your? He said, Jacob, relax. He's following instruction. I said, "How will you follow instruction? Are you supposed to follow instruction on your profession? You went through the 4 walls of university just like I did." So, the others were wondering what's going on. So the doctor said, "What do you want?" I said, "I want to go back to Nigeria." And then 2 days after, he said I should pack my stuff, that I was going back to Nigeria. I was very happy. I came on voluntary deportation. And then at the airport, they tried to bypass the scanner and all that. We got to Ghana, and from Ghana, they refused to show my body pass. The lady was asking them, said he got lost in the plane. And she left. The guy said, "Please, on my honor." So we passed through Ghana's port without a passport. I, as a passenger, anyway, when we go to Nigeria, I narrated everything to the Nigerian immigration. Then they told me to see the SSS, and from there, they documented everything. Said they would get back to me. Until date, I've not had anything. So as soon as I got back to Nigeria, my family, we started moving from one diagnosis center to the other. But we couldn't detect this thing because it's hidden from Africans, even from Black Americans, So, there was a time that some Indians came to Nigeria, and they were able to detect where it is in my body, and that thing is still there till date. And I want this microchip removed from my body. I'm calling on everyone that can be of assistance. Please, America should obey human rights laws. This is an abuse of the highest order. Thank you.
Friends, soon a CHIPS implant will be mandatory for all citizens around the world. I will be uploading another video which exposes this wicked plan that has been ongoing for many decades. Now, what are your thoughts about this man's ordeal? Was it right for him to have been forcefully implanted with a chip? What should he do? Is there a way to get the chip removed? Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe. More videos will be released soon.
All right, Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to get all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Wakal I'd like to say double honors to my apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. I'd like to say peace, salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth, sincerity, diligence, and fear and trembling. All right. This is another lesson about this guy from Nigeria. It says he's forcefully implanted with microchip. So it's gonna come a time it's gonna be implemented forcefully. Okay. So he want to remove from his body, but ain't no way they're gonna remove it from his body. They're gonna basically keep it in his body, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why the elites want to track everyone in this world, and everyone in this society as well. Cause the cash. It's gonna be a cashless society, and then you got our people, so-called Black lives and Native Americans, trusting in this this so-called government. You know what I'm saying about the chip stuff like that. Y'all trust in this society, all right? So this video tells you that it's gonna be forcefully, what I'm saying, mandated that everybody gonna take the chip, mandatory, all right? So no further ado, I'm gonna go to the scriptures. This is a short lesson, basically. Um, Slovakia. So basically, what I'm saying, our people trust in this society, but at the same time, people gonna be forced, what I'm saying, take the chip against their will as well. All right. And if you take the chip willingly, the Lord gonna destroy you, man. All right. This is Isaiah 36:6. It say, "Lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed." Okay. So if you trust in this to support, I'm reading this one more time. Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Okay, so if you support this society wholeheartedly, all right, that means you trust in Esau's um chip that he's finna implement. Okay, say, lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Egypt is America. All right, Egypt is so-called America today. All right, well, I would say America. It is America, but actually, Egypt is represents America. All right, where if a man lean, okay, if you uphold the society, it will go into his hand and pierce it. Talking about the chip. Okay, if you trust in this society, you trust in Esau's society, you trust in his new world order, and you take that chip, okay, you trust in this staff, man. This broken reed, you trust in Egypt, all right, you trust in America, all right. It says, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So the pharaohs represents the elites. So if you trust in this society, you trust in the elites, okay, and you trust in this way of life, then the Lord's gonna destroy you, man. Okay. So this broken reed. Now, if you look at the word reed, okay, go on the word reed, go back to the Hebrew word kornah, okay. I'm gonna read down here. It says, by resemblance, rod, especially for measuring, shaft, tube, stem, all right, radius of the arm, beam, steel yard, balance, bone, branch, clamors, cane, all right, reed, all right, spearman, stalk, right. So if you you get that reed, that staff, all right, you trust in that broken reed, you get that staff put in you. That's that long basically that little short needle stick, all right, and you trust in that broken reed, you trust in that support of America, all right, then basically you part of this you part of Esau society. You part of a slave, man. So it say, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Okay, so we all slaves, man. Okay, and Egypt represents America. All right, where if a man lean, it would go into his hand. So if you lean on something, what I'm saying, that sharp is gonna go into your hand, man. All right, and pierce it, you know, and And that piercing mechanism they have for the chip, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna go into your hand. All right. So if you trust in that reed, that broken reed, man, and you trust in the society, man, then the Lord is going to basically, you know what I'm saying, he's basically going to punish you, man. All right, when he comes back. All right. It says it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is king of Pharaoh, Salakia. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. All right. So, hey man, don't trust in Esau's society. All right, his way of life, because this cashless society is finna go down. The stock market's about to crash in a minute. Ain't no telling when, but it's gonna crash. It's gonna bust. All right. So if you have that staff, all right, you trust in that support, okay, if you and you lean and uphold the society, okay, because the Lord is going to destroy you. And plus, if you trust in Egypt, because this place, you know what I'm saying, Egypt, which is America, is going down, man. All right, it's finished. All right, so I got two more scriptures. I'm gonna close out. I'm just gonna bring out two of these scriptures real quick. I'm gonna go to Revelations 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, so the Lord basically said, hey man, he caused you to take this chip, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. Okay, so he caused this guy to take this chip. The guy from Nigeria, he was caused to take the chip, man. All right, basically he was forced to take it. All right, so they put it in his anus. All right, so they put it anywhere in you. Okay, so if you so it says, and he caused all, both small and great. All right, if you small time or big time, if you live in small time or big time, man, rich and poor, okay, free and bond, if you locked up and you out on these streets, to receive a mark in their right hand and forehead, and their mark represents the chip. Okay, so he gonna cause all, you know what I'm saying, he gonna chip the whole world, man, because the elect is not gonna get the chip. And that no man might buy or sell save that he has the mark. So if you is not gonna purchase nothing, you ain't gonna stock, you ain't gonna trade nothing if you ain't got the chip, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and that man is Esau, man. All right. And you got these when you buy something, on the back, it's gonna be a SKU code, and his number is 600 3 score and 6. Okay, so if you look on the back of anything you purchase, you got the SKU code on the back, and that represents the mark of the beast. That's part of it. All right, a lot of people say, oh, your credit card got the chip. Woo woo, yeah, we got the chip on the credit card. All right, or our debit card, but the main thing is they're gonna do away the cash, and they're gonna do away the credit cards and the debit cards, man. And they're gonna use that microchip that's the size of a size of a penny, size of a dime, man. Okay. It said, here is wisdom. Let him that understand count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 600 score and 6. All right. So they took that man through a lot of changes, man. You trying to get back to Nigeria, and their plan was to chip him, man, forcefully. All right. So these elites, you know what I'm saying, these elites causing all these people to get this mark, man. Okay. I'm gonna go to Revelations 14 and 9. So what happened if you willfully take it? All right. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. All right. The reason why you can get it in your forehead, because if you have loss of limbs or anything, all right, if you handicap, that's when you get it in your forehead or his hand. It says, the same shall drink the wine The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, Yahweh Shemau Shai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of indignation of his indignation. All right, the indignation represents his righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. And the Lamb represents Yahweh Shai, and also the brimstone and with fire represents the thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, because that's the last trump they're gonna be sent on this place, man. The Lord is gonna have a World War III soon, and then these nuclear missiles gonna be shot on this place, man. And if you take that chip, you're gonna get caught in it. Okay, you're gonna get hit by them thermonuclear missiles. You're gonna hit by that brimstone, man. All right. So so that actually is gonna take place, and the elites, which is the pharaohs. All right, the modern day pharaohs gonna force this chip on the whole world, and you see it firsthand in the video. All right. You see it firsthand right here on this video. Forcefully implanted with microchip. Okay, so this what they're gonna use. You know what I'm saying? That's a staff that's that broken reed. That staff, man, that broken reed right there is gonna use. They're gonna use it on most of our people. Most of our people gonna take the chip. Okay. So they're gonna pierce it like this in your hand. All right. So basically, I'm gonna read this. It said the U.S. police immigration officer forcefully implanted a microchip into this man's body without his consent. So they did it against his will. So they're gonna this basically showing you is gonna be mandatory all over the world, basically, because he violated the immigration laws, which was illegal. And what should he do? Even though it seemed like he didn't violate it, but they really want to chip him, man. All right, because you gotta understand, we got Jake in Nigeria as well. All right. So with that, man, I hope y'all was edified. I just want to bring this lesson out real quick. So with that, shalom.